Hello there, internet. Hello, chat. Hello, world. Hello, Rishab. Welcome back to another episode of Build a Blog, where we do exactly what is on the tin. We build blogs, specifically AI blogs. Rishab, how is it going, sir?
It's going good. It's going good. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the music is a bit loud, but it could be just my headphones. But I think it's better now.
No, it was I.
Things are good. Things have been busy, as with, I guess, a lot of people at Twilio right now because of Signal. So,
you're busy with Signal stuff. You're busy with Signal. I feel like it's all done, right? Like I don't think there's anything left to do for Signal. I think it's all.
Yeah, we are all done. We're way in advance.
Definitely not a ton of work going on. By the way, if you're watching this chat, we're going to be sharing a link a little bit later on about how you can get a free Signal ticket. You don't want to miss this. Genuinely, it's going to be spectacular. It's going to be so much fun. Rishab, what is your talk about again? I feel like we talked about this last week, but it's always good to do a little bit of Signal hype on the intro.
For sure. Yeah, it's about RAG and building smarter AI chatbots. I shouldn't say chatbots because, smarter AI agents, because you can hook it up to Twilio Voice, so it can work over voice channels as well. But yeah, that is going to be the talk, like the brief version of it. I went a little bit creative with the title, so you can find out what my talk is if you go to the Signal page.
I love it. Yeah, and that is live now, by the way. If you go to signal.twilio.com, we'll pull it up a little bit later in the show. Signal.twilio.com, click on the sessions at the top. It'll give you everything you need to know about all the sessions. Things are going up there. Everybody on the team is working full out right now to get things updated all the time. So it is updated on the daily. So if you've registered and you're like, oh, I wonder what sessions I should go to, it is time to go and check it out. So if you've never been here before, chat, this is the blog or the stream where we dive into I'm speaking like ChatGPT now. Dive in, where we dive into the annals of the Twilio blog, searching for blog posts to rebuild. And we have made our executive decision as of last week that we are only caring about the AI blog posts. So if you're not AI, we're not interested in the blogs. And the reason for that is because we have had so much success with our AI blog posts that we decided, let's go back to our comfort zone for a little while. And y'all are interested in AI stuff. And I think all of these AI blog posts are still super relevant and I'm sure getting a ton of views. And so we want to make sure that they're updated for y'all to be able to use in a impactful, easy way. So on today's Build a Blog, we are going to be looking at a post from the one and only Sam Agnew, automated Yugioh deck building in Python with OpenAI's GPT-3 and Twilio SMS. Now, why did we choose this blog post, you may ask? Well, there's AI in the title. I know my boy Rishab is a big Python fan, so there's Python in the title. I happened to watch Yugioh once as a kid, so there's Yugioh in the title. And there's some Twilio SMS. Look at that. That's a very SEO heavy title, as I'm realizing.
Yeah, best SEO practices.
Best SEO practices. Well done, Sam Agnew. And I think Lizzie also was like the reviewer on that one. So, nothing. Cool. It was reviewed by no one. Dum dum dum.
Interesting.
I know. This was this was published 5 years ago, September 20th, 2020. I don't know if you know this, but there were some things going on in the world in September 2020. There was a couple of things that were going on, and I feel like it may have escaped review. So today, Sam Agnew, wherever you are out there, you will not escape review. We're coming for you. We're coming for your blog post, and we are coming for AI.
Yes.
Now, I will say, you may notice some differences, chat, as we move forward in where we're sharing this. So yesterday, Alex shared this stream on his LinkedIn. Today, are you going to do it on your X, Rishab, or no?
No, not this one, I guess, because I don't even know like how good of a streaming platform X is. I know like for us, StreamYard is gonna handle it, but like, you know, how SEO promotes it, like how X promotes who is live streaming.
So I will say
things like that.
It was always the place that I got the most views, but the least engagement. And so it was interesting. It's like people would like watch, but also the API doesn't play well. And so like, excuse me, it's a lot harder to chat. And like also Twitter is just not set up for chat. I don't know why they got rid of Periscope. They should have just let Periscope be there and just keep it as is and not try and pull it into the X ether. Did you ever use Periscope back in the day, Rishab?
Not personally, but like I think maybe once or twice, you know, doing an event for someone else or being on stream for someone else's show. I think I did that once. Because I do recall Periscope, but haven't used it personally.
Fair. Well, I used it back in the day, and it was not a great platform, but it was still better than kind of having tweets appear underneath live streams. Anyways, it was a whole thing. We're not going to be there today, but you may see the Twilio devs, Twilio logo floating around on the internet in other places moving forward, because we're trying something new and something different. And you'll also notice, Rishab, what do you think of my chain? I'm trying to pull off chains. I'm trying to bring this back. What do you think? Do you think I'm pulling it off?
Yeah,
Chat,
I would say. I think, yeah, you got the contrast right. So like you have a dark colored shirt with is it silver?
It is silver. So I will say, nice. My fashion choices are actually coming through ChatGPT now. So I MC this event every year called TechWorks in Vancouver, and my day to host it, to MC it, is tomorrow. And every year I wear the same thing. I wear blue jeans, I wear some sort of a t-shirt, and then I wear a hoodie under a suit jacket. And I was like, I need to switch it up. It's kind of like classic, like tech, like founder vibes, and I was like, I need to do something different. I want to be like classier. So like I found this like old like form-fitting like black long sleeve sweater yesterday, and I was like, ooh, could I like, right? And it's like that with some blue jeans. And then I went on to ChatGPT and I sat in front of the mirror and I said, how can I like accessorize this? What can I do? And it was like, you need a silver necklace, and he's like, you're gonna need a lanyard in your pocket because it's for kids. And it did a very good job. It's like cuff your your jeans just a little bit to like show off cool socks. And I was like, so ChatGPT is my fashion coach now, I feel.
I think that is one thing I have not used it for as of now, but that's really interesting.
So here, let me show you this, because I feel like it's worth it, chat, because we're talking ChatGPT, we're talking OpenAI, so I feel like it fits. Speaker, I got a lot of stuff in here. I've asked a lot of questions in the last couple of days. Stylish jacket colors. Where are you? All right, so here, it's so funny. It made me look like I was a 50-year-old man at a certain point. All right, so here was the original that I'd like sent it. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, so that was the original. I sent it like right in front of the mirror. I switched up. I decided not to go with the t-shirt. And then I was like, oh, give me some like fashionable choices. And it like grabbed that. Looks kind of like me, but like grabs all the features of the bedroom in behind. Like, and it's all animated, like kind of intense. And then I was like, oh, well, what if we went with the sweater? And I was like, I need this like aesthetic. And here's what we're going for. And I think I might have pulled it off. All right, boom. This is the vibe that we're going for tomorrow. Wait for it. Get my face out of the way. Get my face out of the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
Right? Like I feel like that's like a
pretty good.
That's a good vibe. It's a good aesthetic, right?
It definitely is. As soon as you said like black sweater that you found, which is fitted, and I'm like, I know what you're going for. I think that is really cool, especially with the jeans. I think it's like if it was pants, I think it'll be like too
100%
formal or too businessy.
Absolutely.
And then you dial it down with the jeans.
And you gotta roll up, but you gotta like pull up the sleeves, right? And then I got like I was like, oh, like what if I wanted a little pop of color? Like I'm a big color accessorizing guy, and it's like, well, what if you wore a fun colored shirt underneath? And I was like, oh, like this, you mean?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I don't know. So I'm doing a pink, but it just shows up under the collar, and it's just it's just that little hint. Anyways, this is what ChatGPT can do now. What could it do back in 2020? We are about to find out, y'all. We are about to find out. All right, let me share my screen. Let me open my other screen. I have too many tabs open right now. Oh,
let me do a count, and we'll ask chat. Let me do my count.
All right, look at these beautiful trees. Oh, we're gonna go with this view too. No, not that one. This one. There we go. And let's drag our Yugioh deck builder blog post over here. All right. So, yeah, by the way, chat, when I say the vibe from the past, I wonder if tech works. I wonder if it shows up here. Look at that vibe. I'm wearing literally the same outfit there. Yeah, so like this is the fit. This is the fit most of the time. But this year we're filming this. We were doing this. This is through WePledge actually. So like I've been volunteering through WePledge to like go and do this. So they're a nonprofit, and I'm like recording these like educational videos with them. Yeah. So got to, but yeah, I'm like, I need to switch it up. I need to switch up the vibe.
I am currently sitting at 76 tabs open, and I have 4 tab groups, 1 Chrome window.
What are you running? Like, what's your work computer?
It's I think it's an M1 Pro.
Wow.
It's a MacBook Pro M1 Pro chip, 32 gigs of RAM.
Ooh, 32. Dang. Okay. I'm running an M3 Pro, but with 18 gigs.
Okay.
I feel like that 32 gigs is what's keeping your computer alive right now. While also streaming.
Yes. While also streaming.
All right. So let's jump in here. We got our blog post here. I do not have that many tabs open. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe like 20 tabs open, but I've got like, I don't know how many windows I have open. How many Chrome windows do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8. I have 8 windows. So I don't know. I love this. Is really just our stream to like talk about things that we want to talk about, and we happen to do. This is like honestly, this is a very cathartic. This is a nice little break from some of the other stuff going on right now.
Definitely.
All right, so here we go. Automated Yu-Gi-Oh deck building. By the way, I suppose this is the part of the show where we go through all of the different technologies. And so we don't have a huge number of technologies to go through. We've got GPT-3, which is super out of date now. We've got programmable messaging. So like all of these things we've covered basically in other shows. We haven't covered Redis, which I'm kind of excited about. And then we also haven't covered Yugioh, because maybe there are some people out there that do not know what Yugioh is all about. This is a Yugioh. So I don't know much about it, but I do know it's a manga, like it's like Japanese manga. All right, I think it's like, is Yu-Gi-Oh Pocket Monsters as well? Let's see. Japanese puzzle. The series follows Yugi Matu, a teenager who solves an ancient millennium puzzle, becomes host to a gambling alter ego or spirit who solves his conflicts with various games. Ooh. As the manga progresses, the focus largely shifts to the card game Duel Monsters, where opposing players duel one another in mock battles of fantasy monsters. So that's what I thought. Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I had a good friend that was really into Yu-Gi-Oh earlier. So these look just like Pokemon cards. Let's go over to Etsy. Open this bad boy up. Yeah, this just looks like Magic the Gathering. If you're out there, if you played Yu-Gi-Oh, what is the difference between Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic? That's what I want to know. Or is it the same thing, just packaged slightly differently? And welcome, Stephen Nick. If you're in chat and you want to say hello, be sure to say hello, because we want to chat with y'all. All right, so that's Yu-Gi-Oh. So Yu-Gi-Oh, that's what we're doing. We're building a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, which I guess is related to the Pocket Monster stuff. And then Redis. Rishab, what the heck is Redis?
What the heck is a Redis?
What's Redis?
It's a cache.
That
Right?
was good. That was good. I love that you got there fast.
No, I was like, have they expanded it to be bigger? Because I've seen it being used for like multiple different things now. Like it can act as a database, I think now.
Yeah, I think it can too.
And I've also seen it being used as a vector database now. So that's why I was like, is it a database company now? Or is it just cache?
I think it's a database company now.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a database.
I've only used it as a cache.
Yeah,
like
same.
7 years ago.
Yeah, I'd never really heard of it, and then I was using Laravel, and Laravel has like built-in stuff for caching, and like one of the things that they really promote is using Redis, and so I guess I also hadn't fully understood why you would ever need a cache. I was like, why would you even ever need this? And it's because I've never built a successful product. That's really the answer to the question, is I have never needed a cache because I've never had millions of people trying to like hit my servers at exactly the same time.
Yeah. I think I also, sorry, I'm just curious about what Redis stack is, because they have,
Where does it say
they
that?
have the if you go to the products page.
Yeah.
So I'm just seeing what, they have a Redis cloud now. Integrated with Google Cloud, Azure, and AWS. Okay. Redis for AI. Community edition. I'm pretty sure we'll be using the community edition today.
I think so too. Yeah. And so, and honestly, like it's so easy to spin up. Like I would say most hosting platforms that you're using now have Redis included by default.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If you're using any service, like you're always going to have Redis that's available in there. I feel like I want to make friends with Leaf Blower guy. I wanna know him. I want to bring him onto stream. I feel like we can change his
He's
game.
so punctual.
He is.
It's like every 20 minutes into the stream, it starts right in front of my balcony, because it's a big complex. So I think he starts right at 1, and then by the time it's 20 minutes, he comes down to like my apartment block, which is funny. But we should get him on the show someday.
Get him on the show. He's always on the show, even if he doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we will be using Community Edition. Although we could use Cloud just to play around with it. But it's so easy to spin up. Like I don't know if they still like in the docs. Also, I gotta say, I kind of hate when people do docs in their own way. Is that terrible of me? Like you're so used to seeing like Docusaurus stuff everywhere and like that standard format. And this is very much like, this is like an in-house tool, I think.
It feels very, click on edit. We'll find out.
Maybe it's not. Maybe they just like skinned.
Yeah, it feels very Docusaurus though.
Let's go into package JSON.
No.
Nope. Nope. So it might
they
be.
build it themselves.
They might have built it themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is an in-house build. I don't know. There's some, like, if it's done really, really well, I support it, but I don't know. Maybe it's just I need to dig into this more. But yeah, like the community edition used to be super easy. Like the deployment process was like no time at all.
Yeah, I've only used it in cloud. We had it deployed on AWS, so it'll be nice to use the community edition locally, which I'm pretty sure, based on how old this tool is and how popular it is, it's going to be a breeze.
Yeah, just like homebrew it app, install it, super straightforward. Love it. Love homebrew casks. Yeah, will not be integrated with the brew services command. Uninstall. I'm glad this is a weird thing, but I feel like there is a lack of uninstallation instructions for a lot of technologies. Not everyone, but I do love when people are like, here's how you can get rid of this thing off of your device if you no longer need it.
Yeah, Marius, there's some recent context that I have. One of our colleagues, Marius, on the developer evangelism team, he recently reviewed my blog post, which we shared in the last stream, and that involved spinning up, serverless functions in Google Cloud. I didn't have like a delete instructions, and that was good feedback. It's like, can we add instructions for people who want to clean up after they have followed your blog post because they don't want to incur charges, and it's in cloud. So I'm like, yeah, that's a really good feedback. I'll include that like CLI command to delete all of the things we spun up.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's just, especially when you're doing a blog, right? Chances are you don't want to keep it alive, and like, yeah, blowing things up manually in the UI is doable, but it's always like there's 16 steps to do it versus like if you can just run a single command and
Definitely.
do it. Makes a lot of sense. I love it. All right, so that's Redis. So we're also going to be using ngrok, which is fine. We know about all this stuff already. Virtual environment enabled. Yeah, I think like this is going to be a pretty straightforward. Oh, and they even actually he actually even gave the installation instructions to get Redis, but I don't think this is what they recommend, ?
We'll find out.
Where's the
binaries? Oh, I see what you mean. It's like a wget. And
yeah.
Also the version is hard-coded to 5.0.5.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to update it. So there may actually be some shifts in this one, but it may end up being related to Redis. Favorite Yugioh deck, OpenAI, working with GPT, Python. Are you glad we're back in Python this week, Rishab?
Yes, definitely.
Always glad we're back in Python.
On a bias level, yes, but I think I had fun building JavaScript stuff in the last few streams.
That's a lie. You hated every minute of it. Every minute of it. Sorry.
No.
I'm with you. We've been building in Next.js, folks, if you're wondering, for some stuff that we're doing, and Next.js is always a lot of fun. I don't know if I told you, I got my first Twilio external talk accepted too.
Ooh,
and
nice.
it's a PHP talk too. So
Is this the talk we were talking about last week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did. I already announced this. Y'all know. Yeah. It's that one. It's a Leaf PHP talk. And then the creator of Leaf PHP literally like booked a meeting with me, like a half-hour meeting with me this morning, just to like, because he's building out some stuff, and he's like, hey, could you help spread the word about this? And I was like, I've got great news. Can you contribute to this talk?
That's awesome.
Yeah. I just like, I don't know, man. He's thinking about things in the right way. He's built out a alternative to Shopify that like he's launching on Friday, and the entire reason is like he was trying to spin something up with like vanilla with Stripe, and the process was just super hard. And so he was like, I want to make the process of doing it easy but still flexible. And like everything he does with all of his projects are like, I want flexibility, but you don't need the bulk. So like opinionated is good, but you don't need opinionated. Okay, so like I think a lot of this stuff is pretty straightforward. I feel like we are gonna need the sample repo question mark.
Is there a sample repo?
Yeah,
I didn't see a link.
Actually, I didn't see one either. Oh, no. So, okay, so this is, you're feeding this through as a prompt.
Oh, the text? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was just a prompt. Okay, yeah, let's jump into it. All right, I'm gonna get a doc opened up.
I'll set up a folder locally.
Screen. Y'all, we got this process figured out like we've tightened this up. Y'all, we have tightened this up. All right, let's go create a doc. I also had somebody reach out yesterday, and I didn't know why they'd booked a meeting, and they'd seen like a talk that I'd done at a conference, and they were like, hey, I just really wanted to be, it's always great when you can meet a YouTuber. And I was like, whoa.
Nice.
Not a YouTuber. Not
you have
even close.
You have to start accepting that
I'm a YouTuber. No, my favorite moment in my life is, I don't know, you know Kunal Kushwaha. Kunal is an influencer, but he also is the CTO at Sivo now, which is a cloud computing company. And I've been doing a bunch of stuff with him through Battlesnake, and he invited, like, we got accepted to speak at a conference in London, and only because he had invited a ton of people to come and we had been doing things together, I had these like two young people that were there come up, and they're like, oh my God, it's Andrew. And I was like, what do you mean, oh my God, it's Andrew? But this is a thing that you've got to experience all the time, Rishab. Like, this has got to be a thing that when you go to tech conferences, people are just like, oh my God, it's Rishab.
Yeah. It's good. I'm not gonna lie. It feels good because, it shows that the work you're doing is being watched, is being helpful to others, and always feels good. And honestly, it happened a lot more in Canada. I don't know. I guess like the algorithm of YouTube, because I tagged my YouTube videos as something like that were based out of Canada and more active in the Canadian developer community.
Which is big.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know this,
big.
but being a developer in Canada is pretty awesome. It's like being a developer in the US, but we get maple syrup on everything. Everything. Even our money, our paychecks are just covered in maple syrup. Fun fact.
Yeah. You gotta move away from pizzas and have poutine instead at developer meetups in Canada.
I mean, I don't know why it's not being done. I feel like it's the mess. If they made, if you could turn poutine into like a pizza form, like that, sort of like you could eat it without getting messy, right? Chef Brent, 1,000%. Like if I could get my salary in maple syrup and poutine, I couldn't pay rent, but I would be very well fed. Very round, actually. Probably too round. All right, there we go. Now our heads are equal sizes. All right, I am ready to go. I got our blog post over here with our classic freaking turning it into dark mode on here for some reason. Never understand this. But yeah, we got our blog post ready for updating. And one day I will in fact update these. I do have a document to be able to do it. Bum, bum.
Chef Brent says this is his next sponsorship deal.
Maple syrup and poutine. That's it. I want it in my rider, actually. Do we have a rider? I feel like Chef Brent, do we have a riders here as the talent? Right. I feel like we are the talent, so we can request specific things. And I would like to request that anytime I go on stream, a poutine just arrives at my door. I feel like the riders of all of the different hosts on this channel would be so fundamentally different. Like, I'm just trying to imagine like Bianca, Alex, Chris, Chef Brent. Like, I feel as though they would be so unique that Twilio would go bankrupt. They couldn't afford all of the specific requirements that we would have. Chef Brent requests like a Michelin star chef in his home to cook all of the meals in front of him, but only with the finest of the foods. I wonder what would Alex and Bianca, if you are watching the stream, or Chris, if you're watching the stream, let us know what would be in your rider. And chat, what would be in your rider? What would you need in order to come on this stream? What would we need to provide you with? Is it just a bowl of just red Skittles? Is it some White Claws? Is it some, some maple syrup and poutine? What is it that you need to be here with us?
Sorry, I was on mute because the leaf blower went again.
Exciting to see the collaboration in action. Love it. All right. Are we ready to... I got a bottle of really nice Japanese whiskey from a PR one time for helping bail them out of lives. Ooh, love that. Yes. Japanese whiskey. Fantastic. You know what actually I discovered? I don't know if I told anybody this story, but Indian whiskey is spectacular. Yes. I went to, there's a speakeasy in Victoria that opened, and it's a couple of engineers actually. So they opened this speakeasy, and I went to a tasting, and he was telling this story about a really like well-known Indian single malt scotch or whiskey. And he was saying, in Canada, you don't see this very often. And it's because unlike Scotland, where it's the major export because there's just like too much of it and they need to send it out, in India, everybody loves the single malt whiskey that they create. So why would it ever leave India? And I was like, that's a good sign. If like, you don't need to export it because there's enough people enjoying it internally, it's a good sign.
Yeah. It has really picked up, I think, in the last 3 years. Like, there was a big fuss about, so there are awards for whiskeys as well, and there's one specific single malt that won.
It's not Indri, is it?
It is Indri.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
So I had to get it when I was in India, and me and my dad, we had a drink. It is so good.
Yeah, I shipped it for my dad's birthday. I shipped him a bottle. There's a company that you can use here in Canada called Whiskey, sponsor, not sponsor, called Whiskey Drop. And they have these amazing whiskeys, Japanese. They've got, it's super, super good.
Check it out.
Amazing single malt and cool story. So, all right. So, we are jumping into GPT-3. So chat, if you are just coming in, we are here on Build a Blog, where we do exactly what's on the tin. We build blogs, and specifically we build AI blogs from the Twilio archive of our blog. So we go back into the history of the Twilio blog and look for anything that's related to AI, and then we try and rebuild it, because we are definitely not on ChatGPT-3 anymore. So 2020, it is now 2025. So it's time for an update. And that's what we're here to do.
Definitely.
And yeah, if we rebuild it, they will come. We will update the title to say GPT-4. Actually, we'll probably leave it the same, but, all right. Are you ready to share question mark?
Yes, I am. Let's figure it out. Let me create, what's that thing called? Desktop? Another desktop window?
Oh, like yeah. The window management on Mac has come pretty far. If you rebuild it, they'll come. They do. I want to know. I want to know how many people have come to these blog posts just because of us. And I feel like it is in the tens of ones, but we've contributed to things.
I think I was sharing that with someone. Who was I having this conversation with about our new show? And they're like, I love this idea. I'm like, yeah, this is an ongoing show. It was, Chef Brent's idea originally, but like it helps us a lot because now our blogs are getting updated. And it's a stream show.
Creating content around content that creates more content is kind of the wildest, like, snake eating itself situation that I can think of. It's like, so we made the blog post and now we're making a stream about updating the blog post, which we're then going to republish, but we're also going to create clips of this stream, which then could themselves be turned into a blog post. Who makes content? Everybody makes content. We are all content. That's what we do. We're just content. All of us are content.
Cool.
All right.
I'm ready to share. I think so.
A Rishab. Boom. There we go. We got our blog post up here, and we got a sweet GIF. GIF.
Yes.
Graphic. I do say graphic.
Nice.
Our GPT-3 deck. Twilio bot just paying so much attention.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks for following Albert7955. Welcome to Twilio Devs. If you came today, do you know I just had a little squirrel moment. Whiskey and Web Devs is actually like a fairly popular podcast for anybody that is like into whiskey and into web dev. They like go to events everywhere and just like record this podcast. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. And they have good whiskey.
Do they? Do you actually drink whiskey during the podcast?
I don't know if they do that during the podcast, but there was like one meetup thing that was after the conference that I went to, and I think it was them organizing that, and there was just good whiskey.
Yeah, it's called, like, by the way, it's called Whiskey, Web Dev, and Whatnot, I think, if you're interested in checking it out. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so right now, so it looks like you've got a virtual environment already set up, Rishab, like you're in the folder, you've got a VM ready to go?
Yes, and I do have the VS. Yeah, I have the virtual environment set up.
Beautiful.
Just need to activate it.
All right. Yeah, and so GPT-3. So we're going to be diving into GPT-3. We are definitely going to be updating this to use the updated API, but we'll see what we actually have to change in this process.
Yes, and I think this is readable, but let me know.
Yeah, no, you're all good. And so, yeah, we've got Python 3.6 or newer, so we don't need to change anything there. Twilio account, OpenAI. Yeah, we don't need the beta access thing anymore.
Look at that. Yeah. It was in beta back then. ngrok, we have that. Redis, I don't know if we should follow this or if we just should go to Redis.
I think we should do Homebrew just because it's a little bit more straightforward.
So the version here is 5.0.5 and currently we are at 7.4.
Yeah, so I would I'm going to copy over basically the entire, go to the community version.
Yeah.
And then there's hold on, I can share the link here too. I'll share it in our chat here. So there's the install link with Homebrew.
Thank you.
And maybe we don't even need to say it in there. We just need to like link to this page. So just say like,
yeah, and then people can figure out depending on the OS itself.
Yeah, so which you can install by following the instructions here. All right. So install stack. Beautiful. All right, so we got that, updated that in our document. Amazing. Sick. Okay, so we've changed that, but we are actually going to need to install that.
Is my terminal not responding? Okay. Yes, taking its sweet time.
It's all right. Homebrew probably needs to update a lot of others. Ooh, yeah, it needs to update Ruby.
I have like auto updates.
Ooh, that's a lot. We got 35 outdated formulae. Mm-hmm. It's going to take us. Oh, didn't take us that long.
Okay.
By the way, welcome chat. If you are just coming in, we're building a blog. We're installing Redis. We're going to jump on to use OpenAI. We're doing a bunch of stuff. We're playing in Python. We're creating virtual environments over there and over there and over there. We're creating virtual environments everywhere. You get a virtual environment and you get a virtual environment. You get a virtual environment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this section we will need to update, but I'm going to let that be for right now because actually, hold on. Highly advanced. Yeah, we could literally just change this to whatever version we ultimately end up using.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Is the deck, basically we are producing no images, right? It's all text-based?
Yeah, it's all text-based.
Okay. Yeah, we could use like 4.0 mini or something that's not too expensive of a model.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, this just explains what GPT-3 is.
And it's just super generic. Yep. Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Here's an example using the input text here. Okay.
I love that you can tell that Sam was into Yu-Gi-Oh. Sam fits so many boxes and yet not like I would not have put Sam in like I'm like into like the punk rock scene, but also I'm a super awesome Yu-Gi-Oh player. But here we are. By the way, chat, what is your if you are a Yu-Gi-Oh player, what is your ideal deck? Let us know. We want to know, what is your ideal deck?
As mentioned above, this project requires an API key from OpenAI. At the time I'm writing this, the only way, you need to be in their beta program.
All right,
All of this can be changed.
I think we can kill that whole section, right?
Yeah, working with GPT-3 Python using the OpenAI helper library. So also this will change. We'll remove the OpenAI version. It points to 0.2.
Okay, hold on. So first off, we're deleting we're strike through there. And then once you have the OpenAI API, okay, that's all fine. Graphic. Okay, so we're just doing pip install OpenAI.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's best.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now create an environment variable. Okay. I will stop, or you can pull me off the...
Okay, let's pull them off because we are not gonna show off key today. All right, and I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna clear some formatting. Boom. Boom, look at us go. Boom. Boom, I'm definitely messing some stuff up in here though. Boom, kill that format. Farewell, formatting. Formatting gone. Formatting. A lot of this stuff is not going to stay the same. Clear formatting. RQ worker, clear formatting. It's time to duel. All right, and then this is just saying. All right, that's good. That's good. Oh, we missed one. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna be able to clean this up a fair bit. We got our keys. Export OpenAI. Export. Oh, and this is gonna be the Python again. Export.
While I'm at it, I'm also gonna add my Twilio secrets.
Smart. All right, so we're gonna log in there. Install. It's such a nice day outside. It is like blue skies, sunshine. I'm excited.
Nice.
I get to go on a plane ride, a half-hour plane ride to Vancouver. It's gonna be in a couple of hours, and it's gonna be beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful day for it. Well, I mean, y'all are welcome to leak your own credentials if you'd like to. You're always welcome to throw any key you want in chat. In fact, you can kind of do it like in a fun way, like just give a key to some random product, but don't tell them what the product is. Make them work for it. Give them the key, but make them work to find out what that's for.
Nice.
That's an.
I think with AI,
experience.
it's gonna be easy.
Do you think so? Like, I feel like API
so.
keys are like all hashed and like they're using kind of a lot of the same structures. So I wonder.
So like, here's the thing: an OpenAI API key starts with sk-proj dash, right? So there are other tools and services where they follow like a certain. I don't know why though, but LLMs have been picking up on that. At least I feel in my personal experience.
I feel like you're probably right, actually. All right, good to know. All right, prompt text, response. Just like doing some of this stuff while I'm waiting for you. Prompt text, response, OpenAI completion rate. I wish that it didn't kill linting. That's one thing that you should see. Let me print this in your terminal. I've lost all of my lint. If I can go back to the blog post and see what it's supposed to look like. Oh yeah, definitely lost some linting. Wonder if I can do it here and fix it. There we go. We're back, baby. All right. Look at us just copying and pasting. I saw somebody posted the who posted it this morning? X.com. Ben Greenberg posted this morning, and I was like, that is probably too accurate. Oh, you're not seeing. Oh wait, you're not seeing this. Hold on.
No.
He posted this on X, and I was like, yeah.
So the OpenAI key has been replaced
with
the Stack Overflow key has been replaced with the OpenAI.
I love that nothing has changed. We are still in the same kind of code. Vibe, listen, y'all. The more we talk about vibe coding, the more I'm realizing we've always been vibe coding. The vibes were just different. They were just different vibes. Now we have kind vibes that tells us we're always right. Whereas on Stack Overflow, we had mean vibes that always told us we were dumb. So it's called Google copy. Ooh, that's true. I'm waiting. Do you think people are ever going to say I need to go Google that, they're going to say, I need to go chat GPT that.
Here's the thing though. Okay, I have a question. Do you do that? Do you do that now when there is something you have to figure out? Do you Google it or do you go to chat GPT? What is like your default?
A lot of things I'm going to chat GPT for now, to be honest with you.
Is it 100%?
No, God, no, not 100%.
Okay.
No, I would say it's like 50-50. Like if I'm looking for something, I go to Google. If I have a question about something, I'll go to ChatGPT. Or if I like need something out of it, like it's like, oh, I've got these 3 foods in my fridge right now. Like what can I make out of them? Like I used to go to Google for that. And now because it's like some sort of a generative thing, I will go there. Grok, is this true? Nobody's using Grok. It's not a real thing. Grok is made up. I don't think it's real. Even though I technically have it, I've never used Grok. I don't know.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like 70-30 as of right now. The default is, like I would just Google stuff and find links or whatever. Even Stack Overflow discussion sometime. But I think you're right. Like anything that is more of the generative nature, I think, I go to the chat GPTs and the Claudes of this new era that we are in.
Look at Anthread X and there's someone at Grok. Is this true? Oh, that kills me so much. I don't feel at home in this world anymore. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thanks for looking out for us Canadians, Chef Brent, because we spell things the correct way with a little bit of extra flavor. That's what it's here for. We took the things that we liked from England and we left the things we didn't like behind. And we liked the U in a lot of these words. We also kept it in a lot of the ways that we speak about. All right. So I think. Oh, let's go. Yes, Chef Brent. That is what we are here for today. All the Canadian puns. I'm having a lot of conversations with people about being Canadian in the past week, and I don't know what it is. People are just very fascinated by us folks that live north. But you're hiding. You're like hiding in plain sight, Rishab. Hiding in plain sight. Is yours a .ca domain or is it a .com domain?
.com. I used to have a .ca, but now it's .com and .cloud.
Ooh, .cloud is good.
As soon as I realized there's a .cloud TLD, I'm like, I need this.
You had to buy it. You had to buy it. But wait, Rishab Kumar.cloud does not exist.
No, RishabKumar.com, and then the cloud one is Rishab.cloud.
Oh, dang. All right, that's a nice pull actually. Interesting.
There's nothing hosted on that.
There's nothing. This site cannot be reached.
I think one thing I might have done is use it a lot in my projects as subdomain.
Yeah.
So if you go to like curl.rishab.cloud, and you can literally curl that URL and it looks beautiful in the terminal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well done, sir. Well done. That means that you are a programmer. That's what that means. That means that despite what you say about not being a developer, you are a developer.
This is load balanced between a Raspberry Pi, Raspberry Pi and a serverless function running in the
All right, cloud. I retract my previous statement. That is the most DevOpsy thing that I've ever heard. I load balanced my how many lines of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
just
8,
text.
9. This is just text.
Yes.
Load balanced. That's That's kind of perfect, actually. You know what? 10 out of 10. No notes. That is what it means to be an engineer. You are. I think I might respect you more now. Actually, I respected you a lot before, but you just went to S tier, right there.
We'll do a ranking. We'll do a ranking of my projects.
This is the one. This is the S tier project.
This is the S tier, the most basic.
The most basic site that you just like not over engineer. I don't want to say that you perfectly enginered. I love it.
It definitely is over engineered. It's just that this is way back when I had zero front end skills, and I needed a landing page. And I would tell people, I'm like, you can either use a terminal, and they would like be fascinated. Like, what do you mean I can use a terminal? I'm like, just do a curl request to this URL.
So I mean, you say you have no front end experience, but I feel like you, hold on. Oh, why is my keyboard gone all wonky? Oh, I know because I'm doing too much on my computer and hold on. Stripe.dev. Boom. Look, your page very much has like their developer blog vibes to it. Also, somebody showed this to me. I feel like it was Chef Brent that showed this to me. That's just like, it's so cool. Like you can just like pull up the console and like you can interact with all of this stuff. Actually, I mocked this up. I built GitHub, twilio.github.io, twilio.github.io/startups. I was like, I kind of love this idea. And so I built the same thing.
Nice.
And like, so
is
now,
there a library that you use that?
Yeah,
for like
1,000.
terminal?
No, not built it from scratch, from the ground up, because I am so good. Yeah, I definitely used a library.
This is really good. Like, I would love to use that as this should be like my summer project to update my landing page to be this.
Yeah, so it's just
xterm.js.
Yeah. And so like it's super good. Like it's so smooth. And I think I might be using something like a sub library or something like that. But anyways, I really like it. And then they give like a bunch of places that this is being used, and you're like, oh yeah, that totally tracks.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Because the other thing I was trying to do is, if the person opens my website in the browser, it shouldn't load the ASCII art and the other stuff. It should be better. And you can look at the headers of where this request is coming from. So that is something that is in development.
I just like, there's nothing about this. Look at this. This is beautiful, y'all. This is top tier. This is top tier stuff. All right, back to our blog.
Yes.
We're doing Python stuff. We're gonna over-engineer something at some point, but we're not doing that today. Let's pull up our IDE again. This is where things are gonna change, guaranteed. And actually, here's the thing: can we figure out what changes without having to go to the OpenAI docs? That's the real question. I feel like we can, because we've done this a few times before.
Yeah, so created a main.py. I don't think, Sam said this is from the documentation from OpenAI. You can copy directly from the OpenAI playground. This is the code that we had. You should see something like this printed to your terminal. Okay, so we'll just run this script.
Yeah, I bet you that, will this work? This is
gonna change.
That's gonna change, and then I think the engine's gonna change too.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see.
Maybe not. Maybe it'll surprise us.
Yep.
And
A detailed migration guide can be found.
oh, hold on. Run the command. I want to see if that works.
This?
Yeah, no, there's like an OpenAI migrate command to automatically update your code base.
Ooh.
You probably have to have their CLI though. Although,
Yeah, I don't. Would it use the pip package? I think it would use that.
That's fine. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is. Yeah, it's installing. It's installing the Grit CLI.
I think that's like a dependency, I think.
Got it.
So now it's analyzing the OpenAI.
That's freaking awesome, actually. I bet you it's using OpenAI under the hood to analyze.
Probably. We'll see. We'll find out.
Maybe not. If we're using OpenAI to analyze just to figure out that there's one word that we need to remove from here, and it is completion. Ooh, and the loading bar too. I like it. Striped site rocks. Oh, yes. Sorry. While we're waiting for that to analyze, I remember Chef Brent showed me this and he was really excited. I really like that. But yeah, if you just keep scrolling, it just keeps going. Like it never.
Wow.
Developers. And I love that somebody got paid, like probably like well to build this. And it's kind of like, it's just good dev awesomeness.
It ends eventually. I also like how can you scroll up? So see, this is smart. Because I could see the scroll bar on the right that was not expanding as you were scrolling.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah.
So like as soon as you scroll up, it scrolls up immediately instead of you. Yeah. Someone was paid good money.
It's also like this kind of stuff, right? Like you highlight the colors and it changes.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just like, there's like all these like there's all these little things that are in here that are just super fun and interesting.
Yeah, I just like the minimal look of it. It's like
and yet there's still a lot going on, right?
Yeah, still a lot going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. I really like this. And there's nobody else out there that's done this. But interestingly enough, I think Stripe's DevRel team is like when you look at like OG DevRel teams from like the time that Twilio was doing OG DevRel stuff, like it was really Stripe, GitHub, and Twilio were the three that were doing this. So, all right, let's go back to Rishab's. Is our analyzing done or is it still going?
It's still going, and I can feel my laptop.
Okay, we could probably manually do this a lot faster.
Yeah.
Let's just cancel the command. All right, we live and learn. And we're going to figure this out. SendGrid was also in that cohort. Interesting. See, I don't think SendGrid and like DevRel stuff. I don't know. Stripe, but I guess I didn't really think Stripe. I guess I only really thought Twilio and GitHub, I guess. There was a great conference talk from DevRelCon London in like 2023 where somebody talked about the history of DevRel, and it was the best talk, and I wish that they could publish it, but they cannot. We're going to be at every hackathon. We were at a hackathon last night, Chef Brent. Did you know that? That's why we got all of our Discord followers, because we were at the Cloudflare offices and we were doing stuff with the honk stack yesterday. It's just responses then. Responses.create versus completion.create, right?
Yeah.
And then I bet you we can remove all of the rest of the stuff in the middle of there, the prompt and temperature and all the rest of that stuff. And tokens.
Instead of engine, we'll use model.
Yeah.
GPT-4. We can leave prompt text because Yeah, and then
I don't think we
need.
need it though. I think it'll automatic. I wonder if it automatically would just, no, it wouldn't automatically detect it.
No, yeah, it's being stored here.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, let's try it again.
Is it giving me?
Oh. Was not closed.
It is closed. Model and then input. Oh, this is not prompt. Input is required. So there we go.
So there are our changes. Yeah, I feel like this is, oh, still getting an error though.
Was not, what?
Does it need to be in, oh no. Prompt text. Weird.
OpenAI, this closes here. This looks good. This closes here. Oh, it looks right. Oh, there's no comma. There we go.
It's always the comma or a semicolon, but you don't
Or a
worry about
semicolon,
semicolons.
depending on the
Depending
language,
on the programming language. All right. And survey says response object is not subscriptable. So it's the way that we're interpreting the data again. So I think it's just return.
Oh, it's output.text,
Yeah.
not choices. Response dot output underscore text.
I love it. Just did it again. I just got signed out of Google again. Twilio's.
So that's the thing. Like for me, Google stuff, I don't think like it really happens. Twilio console, yes.
I'm logged out of Twilio console all the time, which I do like though, because you never want to get caught in that. Okay. So what did we change here? So we changed its OpenAI responses, and then we're changing it to model and input. Okay, so that's that. And then it ends up becoming, what was it? Text?
Yeah, I can scroll down.
Yes.
So the response dot output underscore text.
Dot output underscore text.
And then I forgot to like copy this. So this is the entire deck.
No, that's an example. Oh, no, you're right. Wait, hold on. You should see something like this printed in your terminal. Yeah, did we miss something there? Yeah, I don't think we actually copy that. We can see if it works. Just from a short sentence followed by deck, it's able to determine that this text is structured as a deck list. Similarly, using input, here's my Yugioh deck. Pip install. Here's my Yugioh deck. Oh, yeah, you should see something like this printed in your terminal. Here's my new Yugioh deck. So change the extra deck, but you can find those as well. Yeah, that's unclear. Yeah, I'm reading through 2. You didn't list any cards in your deck. We use the code to try generating a deck list. Open a Python shell directly from the playground. Print your terminal. Took the extra lines to reduce the amount of scrolling you need to do. Yeah, it doesn't say that we need to put a bunch of cards in there. I think it might be the way that 4.0 is interpreting this. So what's the prompt that we actually sent through? Prompt text.
That's the thing we sent. Here is my Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and then there's a deck block, but we didn't share anything else.
This is missing something. I think the deck would be great, but it looks like those are all cards that exist. Even as over 40, it seems really go some. Once you have an OpenAI account, working with ChatGPT, pip install, use our code throughout the post to generate the deck list.
So I think that the example text, if you are looking at this, here's my Yugioh deck. So this was including this. It might be some kind of formatting.
Got it. So in other words, he's trying to say like anywhere that appears is you're going to be using this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have this in here.
That's going to cause so many issues.
Yeah, we changed the formatting.
Python is real angry.
Wait, what? I didn't even open this.
I mean, this is meant to be deck building. So what is it? In a few days. Here's my new deck.
Yeah, so this deck is really strong and a good matchup against most of the... I've not tested against Mermail yet. It has a good matchup against water, fire, wind, and dark decks.
Using a lot. You also might want... This seems to be giving just tips. It's not actually building a new deck.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Does that... I'm feeling like Sam missed something here.
Yeah, like in the prompt itself, saying that, hey, generate me a new deck. I don't know.
Yeah, like nowhere does it actually say generate me a new deck. People determine the text structures a deck, something you see in an online forum, and generate somewhat cleaner example based on that. I don't think the deck would be great for tournament play. It looks like those are all cards that actually exist, even as over 40 cards. Once you have an OpenAI account. Chat, if you're watching this and you can help us parse this and figure it out. But yeah, it does feel like it's missing context.
But so here's the thing. This is what the response was earlier too. See how it says this deck is really strong.
Yeah.
And has a good match against most of the meta. I've not tested it against Mermail yet.
It's kind of the same thing that you got back.
Or was that copied? That was copied into the prompt.
Oh, yeah. Sam, I don't know, man. I feel like this blog post might have needed a review. It's good. It works. And I like the in theory, but there seems to be something that was missed in this.
Yeah, or we are misunderstanding.
Or we are misunderstanding what it means to generate a deck. So... it's able to determine that it's a deck, yeah, and generate a coherent example.
Ooh, so you see how it says, it does say you only need this.
Okay, so then let's try that again. Maybe it is the model. Maybe, okay, you know what I think we need to do? We need to set up a system prompt now. I think with the new models, now we have system prompts. So try that again, and maybe let's see what it comes up with.
You're right. You're right. You know why?
Because, and just so you know, chat, if you're not aware of this, so there, like, it used to be that you just sent a prompt, but now you can actually like explain to the system like, here is what you are for. Is that are we
yeah
that that's
because now that you mentioned that, remember this was prompt text?
Yeah.
So earlier in the GPT-3 API versions, that acted as a system prompt. Now, this is the input that a user puts in, like the question we might ask.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, like we need system.
Yeah, I think you're right, Chef Brent, but it's like, it's strange because it did complete it. Yeah, okay, yeah, so we were right the first time with what we were doing. It doesn't do it now. So it's too smart. GPT-4 is too smart. That's our problem. Are you looking for how to do system prompt?
Yeah.
System prompt, OpenAI, SDK.
Oh, so it's like this.
Oh, did you figure it out?
Yeah, you need to specify rule.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so then we just need to grab that. And then what are the roles that we want to do? It's not user.
It says developer. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if you scroll up, there's other roles that are listed. I think one of the roles is system. I don't think it matters. I don't think it really matters at this point. We're not going super deep. But there's like differing levels of authority using messaging rules. So anyways, just add it in. Man, you know what I realized also? You've got leaf blower guy that comes, garbage truck comes and picks up our garbage bins every day at this time. Apparently everybody else is doing other jobs and we're live streaming. So we're doing the right thing.
So we'll say that you are Andrew, help me with your prompt.
No, you're good. You are a helpful assistant that provides information about Yugioh decks. Well done, ChatGPT
Copilot.
that is running under the hood of GitHub Copilot right now. I love it. That is the most meta thing. It's like we oh, I love it so much. We don't need the user role. We can just set the one. Oh, I see what you're doing.
I'm just gonna pass the prompt text
there?
into this.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of having input.
And then you're just gonna remove the input?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's try it. See what happens this time. We updated. Yo, it looks like you're trying to use ChatGPT, so I put some ChatGPT in your ChatGPT so you can ChatGPT more betterly. This is the internet. The truth of vibe coding is that we're all going to be vibe coding whether we want to or not, because everywhere you go, you're going to be forced to use this tech.
What?
Do you think that
input is missing required arguments? Input. Oh, this is chat. So this is not responses. This is a chat completion.
Got it. Do you think that not Sam Altman? Yeah, do you think Sam Altman swims around in a swimming pool full of money like Scrooge McDuck? I feel like he does. He seems like that kind of a character.
Is that a question from chat? Or is that a question
No, that's
from
that's a question from Andrew. I want to know, what do you think, chat? That's a question to chat. Do you think that Sam Altman swims around in a pool of money like Scrooge McDuck? Chat completion object has no attribute. Oh, now we're going back to the choices thing. That's fascinating. So we went away from the choices and now we're back to the choices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we need to change just responses instead of completion. All right. I think we just need to add something to the system prompt and just say, like, if no deck is provided, create one. Sweet. That should do it.
Gotta add the please.
Gotta add the please. Oh.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing. If we ask this to ChatGPT, it's gonna be like, oh,
No, it should. Yeah, we don't even need the deck thing. Oh, I see. Yeah, because it's interpreting that as. Okay.
we are doing something wrong. I'm trying to figure out what.
I feel like it just all got too
Where's
smart.
my
What if we
deck?
just say complete the deck of whatever is sent or something like that? So like, you're a helpful assistant that provides, yeah, something like that. Ooh, there you go. Chef Brent just put it in chat. Give me a Yu-Gi-Oh deck that will work well in the current meta. So Chef Brent obviously knows what is up with Yu-Gi-Oh. That doesn't surprise me. I feel like Chef Brent is a wealth of knowledge on many topics.
Look at that co-pilot suggestion.
All right. Done. Beautiful. Who's better, Chef Brent or ChatGPT? I think Chef Brent, but ChatGPT was much more wordy.
Yeah, just more wordy.
All right, let's see if it works.
I don't think so, but we'll find out.
Ooh, here we go. It's thinking. It's building a deck. It's going to be a pretty fire deck. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, it did it.
Now it used. Yeah. Cool.
So that's actually a surprising number of changes that we've needed to make for this one. So by getting smarter, it actually completely altered the way that we do this.
Yeah, I also wanted to see what was the previous API using. Yeah, it was just using the simple completion model. And you could get this out of just asking it, here's my new deck.
I guess
that's interesting.
So. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. It's funny because it's like, it wasn't that long ago, but it was like 5 years ago. Like, this was 5 years ago that it was doing this. So
true. Okay, sorry, I skipped way too ahead. OpenAI has a variety of different models to choose from. For this one, we are using the DaVinci, which is the most advanced, but also the slowest. I haven't been able to get good results for building decks with any of the other models. Interesting. So one concern I have at this point, that it will take too long to generate this text, resulting in an HTTP timeout when we try to respond to a text message. That is why we use Redis. And I'm like,
so we don't need Redis anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, why are we using Redis? Interesting. I feel like this blog post it will be now too short.
I don't know. I think it's good. Also, I don't know how Redis would have helped. Like, I don't understand why having it in a cache would have stopped there from being an error.
I guess let's read through it and see what Sam does.
Sending your text deck list.
Sending your generated deck list via SMS. Yeah, by a Twilio number, as I mentioned before. Generating the text takes so long to simply respond to Twilio's request to our app for incoming text messages. So we will have to break this into two parts. A Flask app, which will handle messages from the user. We'll begin generating a deck list asynchronously using Redis queue. And then when the task is finished, a text message. Oh, so it just uses Redis queue. It doesn't even use cache. So it's just a list of queued items.
Yeah, I think we can probably I don't think we need.
We want to try it.
We can try. We'll do it. Like, we got a half hour still, so we'll go through and do what we're saying. But I don't think it's necessary anymore, just because it's a lot faster. But let's go through. Let's do the process. I don't think it would be too short. I think this is probably too many technologies to cover in one. Like, I don't think we necessarily needed to send the text message. This could have been a good post either way, but also we are a text messaging company, so I suppose it's probably a good idea to do. Okay, so Can you send me in our like chat the updated code that you just did here in main.py? Like just like night, yeah, just like from 21. Beautiful. Toss it over in there and see what happens. Boom.
Oops. I lost all the formatting.
Also, didn't get all the text.
Yeah, I'll send it to you on Slack.
Do it on Slack.
So what's the plan? Should we directly integrate Twilio client or should we go the Redis route?
I don't know. What do we think? Do we want to, like, I mean, I guess a focus here was we were using Redis to solve a problem. And if that problem doesn't exist anymore, then I wonder if it makes sense to still include Redis in there. I think it's just like adding an extra step in there. That's an unnecessary part of the process, but it depends on whether we care to let people explore Redis. I don't think we need to. Let's try and do it without Redis and see what happens.
Okay. Okay, so I don't have that. Pip install Twilio. Okay, and then we can move this within a function, which Sam called it generate deck list.
Yeah.
It takes to number as the argument and from number. I believe those are the two arguments. Yes. Oops. Okay. And then we save that into response text. Don't need a print statement. There's an if statement. If deck and response text message body, else message body. Okay. If it doesn't get to the end of the deck, cut off after the last new line. Ooh, that's gonna be another thing with the SMS limits of the characters.
Oh, true. Yeah, because that's shifted since 2022, right? All right, we may have gone too far. We may have gone too close to the sun, y'all. Went too far back. I was like, this will definitely make sense, but Sam went hard with the different technologies that he used.
Okay, and then we used the Twilio client to send that message. Looks good. Looks good. No errors that I can see. Yep. So yeah, the Twilio client uses the environment variables to access the needed secrets to connect to our Twilio account. It looks for this specific phrase within the OpenAI generated text. Then we have an if and else statement to handle depending if this exists. You can test this code out by calling the function in Python shell and passing your personal phone number and your Twilio phone number to the function. Or, okay, so that's to just test the main.py. For the two-way stuff, we need Flask and Grok. This provides a publicly accessible.
This is a lot for this. We could do this in. Oh, I guess you can't do it in functions because it's Python. Okay, maybe it's not that much.
Yeah, so I'll do a pip install Flask. We don't need the Redis stuff. Let's see if we can figure it out and clear up the app.py to not include Redis.
The Redis stuff, yeah.
So I'm just going to copy this for now, paste it in here, and remove the inputs first.
Farewell, Redis. Farewell again, Redis.
Oh, this was named deck generator, so we'll name this main because that's what I have.
Yep. And then
generate deck list looks good.
Yeah.
We don't need the queue.
App route, SMS, dev SMS, queue. Okay, we don't need the queue stuff anymore, so we can just remove that entire section. Generate deck list. Awesome. Twiml messaging response. Yep. Okay, that might be that easy.
No. Is it that easy? Because the messaging response is this instead of what was generated by the deck list.
Yeah, so then why don't we just generate?
So I'll save this into the response.
Just create it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that right.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think we need to. We don't need that at all. Like I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, and then response.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so. I think that works.
Yeah, I think so. On paper. Let's see.
On paper.
I installed Flask. Oh, I need to open ngrok port. Let's do that. Ngrok HTTP. 5. I don't think I can do 5,000. Yeah. Right? Because we experienced some stuff.
Zscaler. I got an email yesterday. I got a message yesterday being like, by the way, you need to update your Zscaler or we're going to cut you off. So I had to update my Zscaler yesterday.
Code is 5001. I think it should be that simple.
All right. And then I think with that, we're able to remove caching.
Oh.
I think that's... Do you have your number stuff all set up in there already?
No, I just need to grab the ngrok URL and put it in
pop that over into Twilio.
Yeah. Can you take me off?
I certainly can. So by the way, if you are here, I feel as though we are going to successfully do this if everything goes right. I should knock on all the wood. But I think this is going to work. But we've removed Redis from the conversation. Hopefully, because the speed is faster now. But we are going to run into a different issue. So we're going to run into an issue, as Rishab had mentioned, with SMS limits, character limits. But that's okay. That's a separate problem for us and not one that we were going to solve today.
Mm-hmm. Did we had a route? Yeah, I think we had SMS, right? /SMS.
Yes. Yeah, it was /SMS.
Okay. So the ngrok URL /SMS. Let's see. Okay. Let me text my Twilio number.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work, y'all.
Nope. We got some errors.
Uh-oh.
You can bring up my screen.
Where are you hiding? Rishab's screen. All right, let's pull this down, pull this up.
Post SMS 500. Self-handle exception. Is there something useful? Thermal rest. Right argument must be a string, not tuple. Elementary. Which library is that? Messaging response, message response. Oh, what are we returning in the main.py? Let me see that. It's not 6. We didn't do it. Yeah, we didn't do a return, I think. That's the issue.
Oh.
Also, why are we using Twilio client in both the Flask app and the main.py script?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
You see how we have this at the end?
Yeah. I think it's because yeah. Ooh, that's a good question, actually.
Because
yeah, it's basically doing the same.
No, we don't have that stuff here.
Yeah, so we could technically pull it all into the app.py. Yeah.
So, but since we are not doing any,
we do still. Yeah, so we need a response in there. You're right.
But it does create a message here. Body is equal to message body. What's the message body?
Yeah, response.
Message
body. It's right there. Response text, lower, find deck.
No, but.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this variable. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
No, you were right.
Yep.
Interesting, because I feel like we're doing it twice, because here too we are creating a thermal response.message, which is gonna.
I think that's because we did that with Redis. It's because we had the Redis stuff in there, we needed to do it again. So maybe we can just do we not need that now at all? Like that entire.
Technically, yeah. I think we're just running the function.
Great. Yeah. So then let's just do that. Yeah. Let's just pull that stuff all out, and then we should be fine.
I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out. That's the game in development is if you're not asking yourself, we'll find out. Are you even really playing? Hey, Chef Brent, if you're over on Twitch and can remove some stuff, that would be awesome.
Okay.
There are env files present. Debugger pins.
Let's try.
Things are
okay. Different error.
Okay.
The view function for SMS did not return a valid response. The function either returned none or ended without a return statement.
So this is for did not return a valid response. Yeah, so okay, so there's something in here that it's not returning a valid response. Response, ChatGPT. Okay. And then we response text, content, okay. If deck in response text, else message body, response text. Are we still oh yeah, we did still send the same thing through as our message. We sent with the deck thing. Do we want to just see what message body returns? Like, do we want to just like console log the message body or whatever you do in Python?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, just like after, just before that. Yeah, just like print the message body and we'll see what it looks like.
Restarting. Okay. Hi.
All right. Same error again. It didn't print, but did it print the message body at all?
No, it didn't. It didn't go. I don't think it went past
it's not hitting
that.
There.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't think we need
the Twilio client stuff.
Yes. That would be my.
Well, we're not using it anywhere in here.
No, it gets used here, right?
Yeah, but do we like? What if we just returned, and then did all that stuff in app.py?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that should be.
Yeah, I think let's do that.
The logic. That should be the logic. Yeah. So like. Maybe we leave this here.
Sure.
Even get rid of this. I guess this can stay.
What is it actually doing?
So if this exists in the
response text, yeah.
Then the message body, it converts the response into our lower text and finds this.
Oh, okay.
And if it doesn't get to the end of the deck,
got it.
Then it cuts it because of how big. You can only send a certain amount of characters in SMS.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if we should leave that in or we should. I don't know. But anyways, let's do a return on response text.
Yeah.
Or even message body. I don't know. Let's do message body and see.
We'll try it. Let's see what happens.
Message body.
Yeah, it's a good call. Yeah.
And then here we run that as the function. Save this in a response.
Yeah.
Come on. And
now we're doing the Twilio request.
Where did that go? That was here, right?
It was, but it's in main.py.
No, I removed it. There we go.
Yeah.
Response, message, response, return to another response.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that should work.
Okay, that's just my spell check. we started that.
All right, we got it, chat. Believe in us. Believe in our ability to send a text message, because that's really the thing that we actually haven't had to send a text message. Oh, what's the error now?
We're back at the first error message we had, the string or tuple. What is returning a string?
It must be the Twiml
Let's see if it-
response.message.
If it printed anything. No, it didn't. Interesting.
Generate request for. Is there something that we're missing in the generate deck list? Like, is that the only two parameters that it's asking for? Is
Yeah.
from and to? Yeah.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. To number, from number, prompt text. Okay, so that's all good. What if we just print the response, like right below that?
Here?
Yeah, just like right on line 16, just do print response. And then go back to the main.py.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's remove the Twilio client at the top because we don't need it anymore. And we can remove the from Twilio rest.
Yep.
And then that's good. And then generate deck list, we're good there. We're good there. Let's just copy over all of the message body stuff and let's just return the text that comes from OpenAI.
Oh, so
Yeah, just like pull 25 down. Yeah, and then basically just return the response text instead of the message body.
Yeah, because up until here it was working.
Yeah, exactly. And then yeah, we'll see if it prints.
Looks good.
Yeah, so that should work because, and then we can just like comment out the rest of the Twilio stuff if we wanted to even, but it shouldn't matter because it should still print before it gets there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still getting the same error.
Yeah,
Right.
same error.
Let's just comment out all of the Twilio stuff, like the Twiml response stuff.
Good call. Good
Yeah.
call.
And then just see if that's...
Don't return anything,
Yeah,
just
don't
do the
return anything
print.
right now. We're literally just wanting to print. SMS.
SMS, define SMS, response uses generate deck list.
Yeah.
Which is
Generate deck list.
generate
Yeah.
deck list. And this is
Perfect.
imported from main. Yep. Looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and then just save that and let's see what happens. So odd. Such an odd error that we're having to do.
It is. Hi. Did not return a valid response. Function either
Okay.
return none or ended with a. What
Okay.
if this needs to be async?
Oh, could be. That might make sense. No error. That's a good sign. Nope.
No.
Yeah, it's weird that it's not returning anything. Just go into the app.py and just return null or none or whatever at the very bottom. Yeah. It's got to be capitalized. Oh. No. Yeah, that. Yeah.
The view function for SMS did not return a valid response. The function either returned none or ended without a return statement. We have the return statement now. We have the return statement here as well.
I love that we're like, let's cut Redis and then maybe our undoing.
Maybe.
But I don't think so. I think we're going to get this. Okay. So response, generate deck list. So it's not generating any response. So it may still be too slow. Oh, I see.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see what happens. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work.
Get the same error message. Worst case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same error message.
The view function for SMS did not return a valid response. Why though? Why?
So we actually set it to return none. So what if we now set it to return response? It's probably going to throw the same error again, but.
Yeah, we got to try though. Oh, same.
The view function did not return a valid response instance or WS. But we don't know what it looks like because you won't print what the actual.
What is it? Just that? Like
it should just be returning response text. Yeah.
It is a string. What are you?
I don't understand why it's not printing. That's the thing that keeps throwing me is like it should print something as it's going through that process. What are the errors that we're getting on the Twilio side? Like what do the logs look like over there?
We can check.
Oh, we're able to fetch a response from the
Yeah, because our Flask server is not sending
valid stuff.
Yeah, so
404 error. What's the request? Yeah, to city from. So in the body, it's sending hi.
Yeah, that is me.
Yeah.
And then response, body. What is this?
That just looks like it's just an error page. The endpoint is offline. Oh, what? Is it offline?
Right URI?
Nope.
What?
Oh man, really? That sucks.
All that work,
and it was literally just we were not calling the right endpoint.
No, it is. Oh, it uses the because that fails with an internal server. It uses the fallback. That's not good. No, so it was using the right one.
It was doing the right thing. Okay. All right. So we know there's an error here. We knew that everything was working when we just ran generate text deck list. What if we do a print state? What if we just run generate deck list separately? Like just like run that main.py function.
Oh, like we don't do anything Twilio related?
Yeah,
I think that was what we were doing here.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Because we weren't doing anything.
Yeah, we commented out everything Twilio related.
There's nothing Twilio related in there. And we're still getting view function did not return. What if it's the app route stuff? Oh, no, because it's not trying to send anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Or is it actually? No, we're not. Okay. No.
Yeah,
that's because when you're sending the text. Yeah. Okay. What's going on here? Chat, what do you think? What are we doing wrong in our example here? I'm gonna go and look at Sam's example again. Okay, so in Sam's example, he had set up the generate deck list and Twilio client messages create, implicitly access your account credentials and send the text message at the end, configuring the Twilio number. This is the Redis stuff, Twilio response, message, but it shouldn't be throwing an error when it's just generating. when it's just generating the deck list. Request to from. Do we have a print statement over in, go back to the main.py, like in our generate deck list, do we have a print statement in here already?
No.
Let's just do a print response of before the response text.
Before?
Or after, it's fine. Yeah, do print that.
Yeah, I think this should work.
Hopefully.
Like, it should at least print the deck or the OpenAI response.
Nope. Scroll up. Is it there before?
Shouldn't be that fast.
No. It's because it's the posting to scroll up. I saw something up at the top, like further up. Keep going. Oh, there we go. Okay, pose, trace back. 500 error. Object.
We can try this also. Sorry.
No, you're good.
They should have something.
Oh, internal server error.
Yeah, I don't want to. It also has the account SIDs and auth stuff.
That makes sense.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so it's not even able to pull that. But we were working fine before we added app.py.
I'm trying to think.
All right. I feel like we may have been conquered again.
But I don't feel good because this should be simple. What's going on? What is going on?
Go before the response text. Go the one step before. It's like print the response.
Here?
Yeah, print. Yeah, just like print response. I don't even think it's getting that far, but. Coroutine error. Hold on.
It's a typer.
Self make response. Is that This is so strange. Chat, if you've got any ideas, let us know. We're doing so well on these AI posts.
Typer.
Remove the async. Remove async. And let's see. Try running it again. No, it's doing something, but I think it's gonna throw an error again. Yeah, it looks like it did. Oh no. Might be generating actually. Something's going on. Oh, no internal server error. Okay, so we got it there. Maybe it was just the async thing that we added in there, which we thought made sense. So it's okay. So it did the right thing there. Okay.
I'm waiting for the text to come. It took... How long did it take?
Took a hot minute.
14 seconds. Oops. Let's wait. Let's wait.
We've removed all the Twilio stuff though, so it probably won't come.
Oh
through.
yeah. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, so just reopen all that stuff. Hit just uncomment it all, and it should be good. Yeah, and then let's just get rid of that. Sick. Let's try that. I feel like this might throw an error about the tuple thing again, but it might just be the way that Twiml messaging response stuff comes through. Nope. 200 okay. Looks like it's good. Okay.
Let's see if it sends the
I love async.
client.
Async was our problem.
Yeah.
Async,
Yeah.
but we
I remember
added async
now
for good
that.
reason.
But I remember, I think we were doing some other post
Yeah.
few weeks ago, and the blog post had async stuff, but then we ran into an error, and then we looked at OpenAI documentation, and it said to remove async stuff.
But I think this did it. I think this solved it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take time.
I think it's going to take time too. You can probably, I can pull you down and you can check in the logs and see.
Yeah.
Although, maybe we can just give it a sec. I'll pull you down. Pull you down, put me up. We got there, y'all. So we literally removed Redis from this entire situation because it's like slow, but it's not like GPT-3 slow.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rishab, do you see it in there or is it an error?
No, there's an error. It says, let's see. Yeah, it wasn't able to fetch the body. That's the error in Twilio logs.
Okay.
It said it couldn't fetch content from the ngrok server. Let's see.
Interesting.
What are we doing here?
All right, can I pull you back up?
Sure. Now. Okay, let's see. So this is response.
Yeah, so that should have
We
been
save
fine.
that into response. We use the Twilio client messaging response, and we pass the response into the Twilio response.message. Is that correct?
Yeah, messaging response, response message, message body. So it's changed a little bit. Here, it's this. Let me share my screen. I think this is the change that's happened. Hold on. And then I got a couple more. Yeah, so it's this. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen.
So
Maybe not.
message.body.
Hold on, Python. Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, so it's messaging response, message body.
Messaging response dot message, and then message. Oh, okay. So like this.
Let me pull yours
Messaging
back up.
body.
Messaging dot body and then
Message.
message dot append message, or response dot append message. Messaging response. So you got messaging response. So you should have a response and a message variable.
Oh, you want like do it in multiple
yeah,
steps.
do it like a message equals message. Here, I'll just send it to you. Just send this to you.
Is equal to, I think I got it. And then it doesn't matter what I call it. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Go to the terminal response.
And then it's going to be
message.
like, yeah. So it's going to be message dot body. And then inside of that is going to be the TWIML response.
I think that's it.
It's going to be the TWIML response, not the response.
Oh,
no, hold on,
No.
hold on.
I think it's this.
Yes, no. No.
It's whatever the
Inside
text we get.
the dot body. So it's TWIML response is messaging response, and then message equals message. So it's not what you have there for message right now. So remove
mean
the TWIML
this?
response before. Yeah, remove that, and then capitalize message. And then under that, you're going to do a message dot body. So on a new line, message dot body, and that's going to be our response. And then you're going to do TWIML response dot append message. Yeah, exactly what it has there.
This is giving me an error.
Oh, message is not defined. Hold on. Did they change this? Oh, you just got to go to import. So it should be import from Twilio TWIML messaging response. Import body. Oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Twilio dot TWIML dot messaging underscore response. Oh yeah, import messaging response and message. So comma message. Yeah, that should do it. Try that. See what happens.
But yeah, I also think this part could be reduced to
Oh, I think so too.
fewer
I think that's-
lines of code.
Yeah.
Because I've done this before, and I think it takes it's doable in less lines of code. Okay, let's see.
Do you want me to pull you off so you can check for an error?
No.
Oh, you should be good. It's not erroring out yet. So, oh, okay. That looks like it did the job.
Yeah, let's see. Let's
Now
see
it's
if it
posting.
sends a text message or not. Let us see. It's taking its time. It's taking its time. Yeah, like try pulling me off and I'll look at my logs.
All right. So this, by the way, this is what we're following, chat, if you were wondering. It's just this example here. All right, and I'm seeing on a tiny screen, Rishab checking for errors. We got an error in there. What is our error? Still the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same error.
Yeah, Twilio wasn't able to fetch content. Oh, it is now a timeout. So we need Redis. Because Twilio has 15,000 millisecond timeout, which is 15 seconds. And our AI response, just the AI response itself took 14.6 seconds, which is like 0.4 less than the limit. And I think that
Hilarious.
0.4, yeah.
All right. So
Ripped it
our
out.
mission to be able to avoid Redis.
It's not
Sorry,
successful.
we tried.
We tried.
But that's okay.
Sam thought this through.
Sam thought this through. We shouldn't be sleeping on Sam. All right. But we're at the little over 2 hour mark. I feel like, don't worry, chat. We do finish all of these blog posts, or will eventually. It's all right if we're defeated every once in a while. That the goal here is about progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. But I think that we figured it out. I feel like we know what we need to do now, which is just follow what we should have been doing in the first place.
Yeah. But yeah, I think specifically I like the use case of using Redis with AI, because what if your LLM takes more than 15 seconds to generate some kind of text? So I am more than happy to continue this next week if you want.
Yeah, I think let's start with this because it's literally just adding Redis back in.
Yeah.
And then we'll do another blog post. We'll start with this. We'll finish this one off. It should be like a 2-step process to get this done. It's pretty easy. And we already installed Redis, so it's just like a one more step. And then we'll continue on our journey. Maybe we'll do another one of Sam. Sam's got a bunch of these. And so and another Yugioh one as well. So maybe we just continue down the updating Sam's Yugioh blog posts.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of keep it on trend. So next week, we'll be playing around with more of Sam Agnew's old AI posts. But this was great. We got there. We got most of the way there. It's good that we were defeated on an AI blog post. It's good to know that we're just like, it's just us. It's just us. It's not the posts. We can't blame the post. Can't blame the authors. Maybe it's Sam's fault.
We improvise. We did.
That's our problem. We think we know better. We think we know better than the people who wrote the blog post, that we can just remove it. That technology has changed so much, but alas, it has not. Man, this was like a nice little break from some Signal stuff, but I don't know about you, but I'm about to jump into another Signal meeting before I do more Signal stuff, which I'll wrap around with more Signal stuff. But I have next week to look forward to when we finish this blog post, which, if you weren't following along, by the way, was our automated Yu-Gi-Oh deck building with Python, with OpenAI's GPT-3 and Twilio SMS, the SEOist of all SEO blog post titles. Rishab, I always say, give you the final word, and then I let you say something, and then I don't, and then I say something over top of it. This time, I'm actually going to leave the final word to you. What are your final words? And then I'm going to roll the promo for Signal.
Final words. I think this was fun. This was definitely fun. As excited as I was to work with Redis. I don't know. We somehow improvised to remove it and thought GPT-4 is at a place where it won't take 15 seconds to generate a response, but it all comes down to what it is generating at the end of the day. And I think this use case might help others who are, on the same boat where the LLM takes significant amount of time to generate a response, and you have the APIs failing because, you have timeouts. So yeah, we are gonna not under-engineer next week, over-engineer it, use Redis, fix this, and then move to a new blog post. But as you said it, I think you said it the best. It is good to disconnect with all the other stuff that we are working on and come here, do some building from our really good ex-colleagues or colleagues who have written these amazing blog posts. So yeah, it's been fun.
Amazing. Great final words. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in with us again. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And now we're going to throw to the amazing Signal promo video. If you want to get your Signal tickets for free, join us over on the Discord. You can join us there, twill.io/buildablog-discord. Ping either Rishab or myself, and we will give you an awesome code for a free ticket to Signal. Rishab, as always, it's been a pleasure. Chat. We'll see you next time here on Build a Blog. Bye.
Go.